Hey everyone, welcome to the Industry Roll-Up, a video interview series that highlights the cannabis industry, its experts, advocates, market analysis, and trends. My name is Rich DiGregorio, and I'm the head of client services here at NisonCo PR and Marketing.
Hi, and my name is Beth Adon, and I am the Director of Marketing here at NisonCo PR and Marketing.
Our first interview is going to be with Evan Nissen, who's the youngest member of the Normal Board of Directors, a member of the Board of Directors of Students for Sensible Drug Policy, and of course, founder and owner of NisonCo. Thanks for joining us today, Evan.
Thanks for doing this. I'm excited about it.
Of course. Well, on that note, I guess we can get started by, learning a little bit more about who you are. If you could share a bit about yourself, your experience, and NisonCo PR and Marketing as a company. I think our guests would enjoy hearing that.
For sure. Yeah. Obviously, you both know this story already, but I'll repeat it for everyone. I started NisonCo actually accidentally. Initially, I was just a sort of pro bono volunteer lobbyist working on drug law reform, including, of course, cannabis policy. And I got one of the pens used to sign the New York medical marijuana law and the New York 911 Good Samaritan overdose prevention law, which I worked on in college. And then actually the first client of NisonCo wasn't even for public relations, it was for lobbying. And then during that lobbying campaign for industrial hemp in New Jersey, I wound up sending them so many reporters who were interested in advocacy and also interested in the industry that they wound up getting me PR tools as well and asked me to focus on PR in addition to lobbying, which is actually how NisonCo got started. So we're very much rooted in advocacy. And now, of course, we work with members of the industry as well to help connect reporters and leaders in the industry.
That's awesome. I'm sure Rich and I will both agree that NisonCo is a pretty great company. So do you want to tell us a little bit about why we're doing this interview series and kind of how you came to this idea?
For sure. Because of the pandemic, obviously, it's more difficult to do in-person events, and more people are looking to learn and connect online. We also have developed a very intensive and interesting network of people in the industry and advocacy and everywhere sort of in between, science, medical, that we have to sort of, I want to say show off, but sort of introduce to the world. And I think that this should hopefully help serve both get interesting stories out and then also connect people, especially during this pandemic and beyond.
Great. You mentioned that you wanted to kind of look at different types of, segments of the industry. Are there any sort of broader segments when we're talking about, science and medical or product focused, or maybe more public companies who are looking to understand a little bit more about the market? Do you have an idea of, which segments you hope to bring, recognition to and what you want to focus on?
Really anyone and everyone doing something interesting. I think our network has been, is sort of broad enough now at this point that really any sector, it could be beneficial to sort of broadcast any sector. So I'm really excited. I definitely want to make sure that we include advocacy and policy as well to make sure that we don't just, of course, legalize cannabis, but we legalize cannabis in the right way. It's not just about the industry. So I want to get a nice balance in that regard. But there's a lot of really interesting things happening in the industry and advocacy and surrounding cannabis and hemp and even psychedelics.
Great. So obviously we're in the middle of a global pandemic, and so business has changed a little bit. You mentioned that advocacy was changing and growing quickly. Different segments of the industry are facing different pressures. Do you want to talk a little bit about why it's so important we start this video interview series now?
Yeah, for sure. And this interview series is actually part of sort of a broader initiative we have to help connect people and introduce people easier at home. So the YouTube channel is actually going to have, of course, this interview series, which we're talking about now, and also a webinar series. We'll be teaching you, if you sort of do-it-yourself tricks for SEO, public relations, content marketing like social media, things like that. We also have a monthly digital networking, speed networking event that we might increase, and we might increase in frequency more than once a month. And we encourage you to go to our website to RSVP for. So the real purpose of why we're starting this now, and I hope it, of course, lives sort of beyond the pandemic, is really to help people utilize this time that we have at home best for connection making and learning how to improve their business.
Yeah, makes sense. I guess I'm just wondering, what do you hope overall? What's the goal of this? What do you want to come from this video series?
My hope is that connections are made that result in something that is beneficial for both parties, and hopefully that happens a lot of times. Obviously, we want to share the knowledge that we've gained, as NisonCo, both internally and our network, and help our network connect with each other and know each other, because that's really how the industry got started, and is how it's going to continue maturing, is by working together and networking. And now is the perfect time to do that. So I'm excited about it.
Great, thanks.
That's great. Thank you, Evan. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about NisonCo or yourself, or anything you're working on?
Well, we're working on a lot of exciting things. So I'll sort of let this series speak to that. But it's really for everyone, like I was saying, our network. So if there's anything that you want to see, if you want to come on, we encourage you to reach out. We can't make any promises, of course, but this should be as interactive as possible in terms of the content that we provide. So give us feedback, and we would definitely appreciate that.
Thank you, for sure. I appreciate everyone watching this video today. If you guys have any questions about what we do, or are interested in our services, you can contact us for public relations, investor relations, SEO, marketing strategy, content strategy, or social media assistance. We kind of do it all for this industry. So stay tuned to our YouTube channel, where we're going to be sharing more videos like this, where we talk to other experts and talk about their analysis, their companies, products, what they're doing, and their general thoughts on the industry. And then we also encourage you to reach out to us if you or someone at your company would like to be featured on this interview series. And then please just make sure to follow us on our social media channels to find more cutting edge news and perspectives from cannabis, hemp, and CBD sources. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.